Hello world, today is Friday, March 14th, 2021 a.m. I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, in Binh Tan district. And this is the Sunwa Pearl building. And this is another vlog, 10 minutes. It's a 10-minute public journal where I talk about what is top of mind, and it is hopefully offering some kind of value to the world and sending good, positive thoughts and vibrations. I got back to Vietnam last Sunday, actually Saturday night, and I'm still recovering from jet lag. It takes like almost a whole week to recover from jet lag, and that means like having a hard time falling asleep at night and being very sleepy during the day, especially like in the evening. What's been top of mind? I've been on the plane here, on the flight. I read parts of this book called Transhumanism. And I was really interested in this topic of infomorph. This concept originates in like the 90s from this like computer scientist, from his essay, and he describes it as an infomorph, as a being, a mind that exists only in like digital spheres. That is a decentralized kind of like having knowledge sources and thinking capabilities. So this idea really is now super relevant, as like we have AIs that are really like that fit this kind of description. They are infomorphs, like minds that exist in digital spheres. So it's a very interesting topic, and that is something to like look into more, and kind of like, so these kinds of topics can be very informative in creating new products and like understanding like how the world is changing. So science fiction is really becoming like reality, and things like digital beings are now possible. And this is like something that I have been working with and building, and I built this at the ETH Denver Hackathon, ETH Denver Innovation Festival, where I was just at last week. And it's a super fascinating field, this idea that we can put together this code essentially digital minds, which are like minds which are large language models, which are combined together with code and knowledge bases and information, and to like essentially create a mind, a digital mind. So that's one topic, the infomorph. Second topic, I've noticed that just like scrolling through Twitter, reading news has been just full of like really important, surprising, almost like impactful, almost like shocking like news. Things like Gemini 2.0, like this Flash, this model from Google that is multimodal, that can take and generate images, and you can edit images very, very powerfully, or like like MCP servers, which is Model Context Protocol, which allows you to connect like applications with large language models, with LLMs, and LLMs can like do more actions. So it's kind of like tools, but it's like a new protocol. It's like a new standard that was developed by Anthropic to create create this more like interoperability, and like so this opens up a lot of new possibilities. Like you can do so many things just from your chat, the AI, and through like Cursor, it's an IDE, code development tool. So there are so many things that you could do like from the chat interface that can like do actions. So that's super fascinating. And there's like new products being launched, like Madness, which is like from a Chinese startup that is doing agents, that general purpose agents that control browsers and that can do things for you on the web. So this is just examples. And then there's like really crazy news coming from like America and Trump doing these things, like claiming to want to invade Panama or Canada or Greenland and take over like other sovereign states, which is it's a way that like dictators behave. So that's another topic, but that's very just like concerning reading this. So basically like reading all these like new developments in AI on Twitter is super interesting. Haven't seen something like this since like, I guess every couple months this does happen, or like there's like a short period of time where just there's a lot of developments. Well, I remember like with Auto GPT came out or AutoGen like 2 years ago, almost 2.5 years ago. There was just a lot of excitement around that, and like really over the last 2.5 years that really hasn't stopped that much. There still is a lot of like new AI developments happening every day. So that's topic 2. Topic 3 is like, what is top of mind is I've been really thinking about like how building products, like you have it is really a muscle, and requires like a lot of trial and error. And it's really about working on yourself. It's really about this like entrepreneurship, and to create a successful like product startup, you have to like get a lot of reps in. And so I'm just like, I've been like building like Manifestly, this like all-in-one app, but over the last couple months I'm just seeing that it's not really getting traction. It's not really hitting a nerve. It's not really getting a lot of users. It's not really being very attractive. So now I presented it to a lot of people at ETH Denver and got a lot of feedback that it would be much better to break it up into several smaller apps, and that really makes sense, because then you can really focus your messaging and just solve one problem and show that it's valuable. And so the onboarding can be quicker because they know exactly what their people are, what they can expect there from getting on this app, and then they know that the reward, it's like it takes effort to download an app or sign up for a new web app website and create an account and figure out how to use this new interface. That investment, that's a lot of friction. You need to have a payoff of some value, some promise that will reward that person to do all that work. And so if that reward is valuable enough, then they're willing to like even pay for that. So that's like the key insight there. And iterating on that is very, very key to not just put all your resources into like one big application or project or effort, but to break it down and get more reps in. And so doing things like 12 startups in 12 months is like a really good strategy. Or doing like right now, you can really code a startup in like a day. So do like 12 startups in 12 days. So now that's 10 minutes. So I talked about today, the purpose of these vlogs is to really be a place to connect with my future self and the audience and talk about what is like be a public journal. And here we talked about first is like new developments in AI and how they are like really groundbreaking. Talked about like the concept of the infomorph from computer scientists, and building products with AI, with building products that are very focused and have a clear value proposition and solve a clear problem, and not be like a super app. This is the kind of strategy I am focusing on now. So now spending a few seconds to send peace and love vibrations to the world and to the audience. All right, thank you for listening. Peace.